Nasdaq 100, of course, this is the top 100 companies in the Nasdaq that are non-financial companies. So you get to take out the JP Morgans, the Chase, Visa, MasterCard, Fannie, Freddie Mac, all those kind of types of stuff. This represents about $25 trillion right now. And we can see the year to date, it's actually at a positive almost 2%. So this Nasdaq 100 has been doing really well relative to other indexes. For the 1 year, we're coming in at almost 14%. And I like to look at them in order of when these indexes were created. I start out with the Dow Jones. Dow Jones over last year did 9.5%. Over the 5 years, it did 65%. So on average, we could say about 13%. Over the last 5 years, it's been doing close to 19%. 19 times 5 would be 95. So if we were rounding up, we could say it's been doing about 19% a year. So pretty good. We can see that the indexes and their 5-year averages are averaging higher than the past year by a considerable amount. Now the Nasdaq over the last year, it's been doing about 13%. Over the last 5 years, it's done 101%. So on average, this index has returned about 20%, a little bit more than 20%. Nasdaq 100 has been coming in at 13.78% this past year. Over the last 5 years, it's coming in at almost 25% a year. Pretty good way to make money. We're going to look at the S&P 500. Like I said, somewhat related to the Dow Jones because they do share 30 of the same companies, and about 40% of the equity of the S&P 500 is made up by the Dow. And we also see some ups and downs. We see this up around 2022, ended up taking a significant dip that year, and then comes back up. And then around the time of these terrible tariffs, everything went back down. And now it seems like things are starting to come back up, but we'll see how things go.